Have you guys ever wanted to watch anime with me? Well, now you guys can. We watch all type of anime and we do it on a nightly basis. All you guys have to do is follow me on Twitch and click the link in the description to join the Discord. With that out of the way, let's get into the intro. What's going on, everybody? So we're back doing a review for chapter 1007. The chapter was titled Tanuki-san. Let's get into it. So usually my chapter reviews are, I'd say, about 10 minutes. This one might actually be kind of shorter because in this chapter, it was a good chapter, but they kind of dragged out the curing scene, probably because, well, Chopper, he's not very physically strong, and so they probably dragged it out so he can have a moment. I feel like most of the chapter was a little bit of fluff, so I didn't like it just a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. So let's talk about the cover page. The cover page was Caesar. He was blowing, it was balls for these penguins. It was kind of funny, and I was looking at it, I was like, is this Luffy? But then I had to read it to figure out who the character was. So then we start off with the chapter where Hirogoro, as we know, he was about to be killed, and Drake, he mentions seeing a lot of the beast pirates knocked out. He's like, oh, well, this is why his power is feared. And I think that's pretty cool because, well, if he was in his prime, maybe, I don't know, he might be able to take down a commander. Who knows? But he was still about to be killed. And the reason why I said that this chapter was fluff, because he was about to be killed at the beginning of the last chapter, and it took us like 75% of this chapter to attempt to kill this ninja. So that was a little upsetting and a little bit drawn out. And I feel like it was drawn out because of the ending, right? They had to leave us on a cliffhanger, but it is what it is. And also we talked with Queen. There's a lot of Queen dialogue and a lot of Chopper dialogue, as hence the title Tanuki-san. Chopper, he was still finding a cure for the virus, and then Queen was all like, well, okay, well, this is my virus. I get to choose how the fluff I use my virus, and all you guys are useless. He was like, the gifters, y'all ain't getting no more smile fruits. I don't know why you guys are talking. You guys are useless. He said, the waiters, there ain't no more coming. So you guys are waiting, acting like, well, you guys are gonna get none when you guys are useless. He said, Samurai, I don't know who the heck you guys. Queen was just going in on everybody. He was like, I don't know who the heck you guys think you guys are. Well, what makes you guys think you're so special? And Queen was like irritated. This had to be sitting in this ninja's chest for a minute. But I digress. And then everybody's all like, well, give us the cure. And he's like, well, why the fuck should I give you guys the cure? He's like, and he said, and what is this Tanuki or raccoon dog or whatever? He said, he's a pirate too. Why would he cure you guys? He probably cured himself and ran away. So you guys have no hope. He said, I'll take you guys on. And then everybody's all like, oh, well, I want to survive this so I can leave this stinking crew. Or I want to survive this so they can beat Queen, because obviously they don't care about their subordinates. And then Chopper comes in, he blocks the attack on Hirogoro's life with his helmet. I'm thinking about it. Okay, that's another Yokozuna boss. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So I think his strength, not necessarily is relative to Hirogoro, but it's pretty decent. So for Chopper just to block it with his helmet, without him having hockey, is a little bit, maybe Chopper does have hockey. Maybe we'll see it animated. I don't know, but I found that a little bit interesting. But then we get a cute picture of Chopper looking up. He's like, I'm done. Like, you just gotta love Chopper, man. So, he may not be the strongest Straw Hat, but he is so useful. And he's all like, all right, come on, guys, hand out the cure. And then Queen's like, okay, how the fluff are you gonna hand out the cure to all these people? And so basically they take out a cannon and he blows it in the air, and it basically goes through the immune system, and everybody was pretty much being healed. So that's a dub for Chopper. And Chopper's all like, he said, Queen was like, well, okay, how is a second-rate pirate like you, how are you, come up with this cure? How are you this good at your medical skills? And Chopper's all like, all right, first off, we were scattered across the world, so we trained for this. He said, we're built different. We're built for this. He's like, so don't disrespect us. He said, second of all, he said, well, I ain't losing to you, somebody who used a virus for warfare. He said, I made my own virus so I can counteract yours. So that was pretty interesting. And then Queen, he was about to attack Chopper, and then the different beast pirates, they came and picked him up. And it kind of reminded me of, I think, Dressrosa when people were trying to save Usopp. Well, obviously before the bounty hunt for him, but people were trying to save him because he was their savior. And then they picked Chopper up, calling him that they wouldn't allow them to hurt their savior. So I found that moment kind of interesting. And then we get a scene where Marco and Chopper are fighting Queen. I guess that's their matchup now. But which kind of is a little interesting because King was nowhere to be found. I'm not trying to disrespect my man's Marco, but like, I find it really hard to believe that he just brushed aside King like that and just was all like, oh, now it's time to fight Queen. But, okay. But he holds Queen by his neck, and Chopper, he's like, So, well, now it's my turn. And he puts a rumble ball in, he transforms into his monster point, and he slaps Queen. And everybody, he's like, well, I'm not a Tanuki dog. He said, I'm a reindeer, or something like that. And everybody's like, Because you know how Chopper, he goes from being really cute to whenever he transforms, he's not really as cute anymore. And so he goes and transforms. Everyone's like, yeah, our bad. They're like, our bad for disrespecting you. It was kind of funny. And then we cut to Momonosuke and Yamato and Shinobu. They're talking, and Momonosuke, he's really mad at himself. And I feel bad for him, honestly, because Momo is, I think, 8 years old. Maybe a little bit older, maybe a little bit, well, I don't think he's less, but he may be a little bit older, but he's blaming himself, calling himself weak and all that. And I know it's a war going on, and I know that your father was killed. He was considered the strongest samurai, one of the strongest people in the world and all that. But at being 8 years old, I'm not trying to disrespect you or nothing, but you can't really do much. We saw how old and how strong Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, a lot of other characters were at that age. So Momo, I know he means well, but at the same time, he doesn't need to be so hard on himself. And then we cut to CP0. They're talking about how Vegapunk, he did, when Kaido was captured, he was working on experience for the smile fruits or the false devil fruits. And so, but they said when there was an explosion on Punk Hazard, the devil fruit that Momo has, they said it was a failed experiment. And CP0, they're like, it's a good thing that it exploded and that it was a failed experiment. But it's, even though it's not a failed experiment, well, it is. Momo still ate it, and so it's still within the series. So this is foreshadowing something's going to happen to Momo, where he probably transformed into a huge dragon or something, or he's able to do something of importance. And then lastly, to end the chapter, we cut to the Scabbers. Their wounds are all here. Kawamatsu's talking about, well, the person who healed us, it seemed like a dream. And then guess who pops up? I thought it was going to be Toki or Hiyori, one of the two, but Mother Fluffin' Kazuki Oden. It can't be Oden, right? I was looking, I was like, there was no reaction on my face because I thought it was too good to be true. And the only reason why it can't be Oden, one, he has two swords. I didn't really look into it that much, but we know Zoro has Enma, and Momo, well, he didn't take Amino Hakubi, or Amino, I always struggle to say it, the other sword, right? But then I'm thinking about it, and if it truly is Oden, right, then he might have gotten the Nine-Dai Keitetsu from, I don't remember his name, and then he got his other sword back. I don't know. I really find it hard to believe it's Oden because he's dead. There's got to be some explanation for it. It might be Oden's spirit or something. It might be Toki. She ate a devil fruit or something. It might be motherfucking Bon Clay. I don't know at this point. I just really find it hard to believe that it's the... and there's a break next week, which kind of sucks, but I gotta really look into this because there's no shot that it's Oden. And if it is Oden, I'm not trying to be like, I'm gonna be disappointed, because I like Oden as a character, but like, I mean, sure, if it's actually him, his strength is gonna turn the tide of the battle for sure, but like, I don't want it to be him. I don't know, I feel like he had a befitting death, and it needs to stay that way, but I just don't know who it could be. Maybe it's like they're all delusional or something, and it actually is Toki, and like they're just woken up or something like that. I don't know, but I don't think the Scabbers are going to go, even though they're healed. Well, they're not truly healed, but they're healed, if you will. I don't think they're gonna go back to the rooftop. I don't know what floor they're on, but they're a decent floors away. I think that they're going to assist, probably fighting King, probably fighting Queen and Jack. I think that's who they fight, and yeah, and maybe some of them go back to rooftop. I don't think all of them, and I think Perispera as well. I think that's who they fight, and then Yamato. She might go back. She might go to the rooftop and assist in Kaido, and that's how they turn the tides. And maybe the new Oden. I don't know. All right, but for sure, Scabbers are fighting commanders and other beast pirates. That's interesting. But guys, give your thoughts on this chapter. Who do you guys think this Kazuki Oden is? Because it's not Oden. Maybe. I don't know. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video from the Instagram, Twitch, Snapchat. It's on the screen and in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to unleash your potential.